Ever find your heart racing, palms sweating, and mind spinning in reaction to a situation that in hindsight doesn't seem quite as catastrophic as it initially felt? Welcome to the world of emotional triggers and the physiological response they can induce. In the next 7 minutes, journey through the labyrinth of the human psyche to understand these triggers, and more importantly, how to manage them. You see, emotional triggers are like invisible psychic tripwires that, when activated, can set off an intense emotional reaction. This reaction often seems out of proportion to the situation at hand. But why? The reason is simple. These triggers are deeply rooted in past experiences that have left a significant emotional imprint. So how can one manage these triggers? The first step lies in recognizing them. Like a detective on a mission, seek out these triggers. Reflect on situations that have led to intense emotional reactions. What were the circumstances? Who was involved? What was said? The answers to these questions will provide clues to identifying these triggers. Once identified, the next step is to understand them. Each trigger has a story to tell, a past incident that it's tied to. Unravel this story. Understanding the origin of these triggers can help in mitigating their impact. Then comes the part about managing the triggers. Here, the key is to change the narrative around them. This involves reframing the situation in a more positive light. For instance, if a certain criticism triggers an intense reaction, reframe it as constructive feedback. Another effective approach is to practice mindfulness. This involves staying present in the moment and observing the emotions as they surface, without judgment or resistance. It's about acknowledging the feelings, yet choosing not to react impulsively. Physical exercise also plays a crucial role in managing emotional triggers. Regular workouts release endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators, which help in reducing stress and anxiety. In essence, managing emotional triggers involves a 4-step process. First, recognize the triggers. Second, understand their origin. Third, change the narrative around them. And fourth, practice mindfulness and engage in regular physical exercise. Remember, it's not about eliminating these triggers. They are a part of the human experience. However, with the right tools and techniques, they can be managed effectively, leading to a more balanced emotional state. And that, dear listeners, is the magic of understanding and managing emotional triggers. It's about converting emotional turbulence into tranquility, chaos into calmness, and impulsiveness into mindfulness. It's about taking control of one's emotional landscape and navigating through it with grace and resilience. So the next time an emotional trigger surfaces, remember these 4 steps. Recognize, understand, reframe, and manage. It's all about transforming the unpredictable emotional roller coaster ride into a smooth and serene sail. And with that, we've reached the end of our journey. Here's to a more emotionally balanced and mindful life. Thank you for listening, and remember, you have the power to manage your emotional triggers.